about the film, and he was given the breakdown in the history of the original, the Hebrews, them being black. Look, everybody on the face of the planet with intelligence know that the original person was a black person. Mm-hmm. Right? And so all life, all of us, we come from that origin. Mm-hmm. But you also mentioned something, and this is huge for me, really huge, and it should be for a lot. The fact that it's not that they don't know this. The objective is to silence because they don't want, you mentioned this word, they don't want to have the discussion. Why? By having the discussion, it opens up a can of worms, because when you've been holding on and monopolizing this chosen race,
yes,
right? This children, this chosen children, as if though, listen, I agree that historically you were considered that as long as you lived according to Scripture.
Bingo.
You violate Scripture, you can't be considered chosen. I don't care who you are, Muslim, Christian, right? But it does, it leads now. So hold on, well, if you're not the original, and then when you look at the Zionist state of Israel and how they would seek their African citizens in that country.
Yes.
Right? So, and then you look at the influx of those who converted to Judaism.
Right.
In order to stake claim to a country. That's why in Ethiopia, I was told, and I got to research, but I was told more than once that in Ethiopia, you can be a white person and have a baby. You can be pregnant, but you can't have a baby on their territory. You got to go outside the country to have your baby, because the history of white supremacy and look at Africa. South Africa. You go, you stake your claim, you have a baby. Now, well, I'm South African. Mm-hmm. And then you end up controlling the country. So they say you got to get out of here to go have that baby before you
go back.
So you begin to open up all of this.
Right.
History. And look, man, Jesus, peace be upon him, been sold to us for years as being a European looking. Jesus came out of Palestine. Palestine is closer to Africa than it is to Europe. There's no way it looks like that. Even the Bible says so. But people want to hold on to these images. And we know images are power, languages is power. Mm-hmm. Right. But the bottom line, they don't want to have the discussion. And just like this Abba Eban said years ago, and it still stands, when you talk about, this word anti-Semitism, right? They're trying to monopolize it and control it so that everybody becomes fearful of saying anything, because it's going to eventually, you're going to start connecting the dots, and it's going to go back to that state that you have called Israel. And so they don't want you to condemn it. So any criticism of anything Jewish, you're going to be labeled that. And I'm with you. Even with the 6 million, right? Look, most people, even Norman Finkelstein, Noam Chomsky, a lot of academics, well respected, they dispute the numbers.
The number. They do.
They're not saying it didn't happen. It's not foolish. We know it happened.
Yeah.
But you're trying to. So but brother, it's just so much. And another thing that I have a problem with too, when you deal with a person like you said something too, Craig. You said something very important, and I don't know if you caught on. You said you talked about leveraging your wealth to help communities. So not only is it a fear when you speak your conscience and you expose things, but when you talk about taking what they're doing, they're in our communities, right? Whether it's the NBA, whoever. And if you're not funneling a lot of money back into these African American communities, right? When you're making these billions off of, it says a lot about you.
Yes, sir.
Now you come back and you say, I'm going to put my money into education. I'm going to put my money into these things. This is also something that threatens them, because, this is a black man who knows how to use his wealth. We don't mind the ones that don't, because they're going to give it right back to us. But he's giving it to them. And I'm saying that because when they talk about Kyrie now, what's oftentimes missed is how philanthropic this brother is.
Yes, sir.
He 9 students, he paid their tuitions to the HBCU, bought a home for the family of George Floyd. He supplemented the incomes of WNBA players.
Yeah.
He gave hundreds of thousands of beyond.
Y'all need to check out this interview
Who's evolving and throwing out
on
information.
Timeless
and trying to say, "Hold on,
Basketball
this
News.
is what I was doing. This is what you were doing." Like, we'll throw stuff out. This is what I think I believe. Okay,
Right.
hit me back with some information. If you could appeal to my logic, if you could make it make sense, then okay, I'll surrender. If you can't, I gotta go with what I believe. Period.
That's it.
You should respect the person for that. But I think this is something too that's kind of wiped under, the rug, pushed under the rug. Like, man, this brother is shown, and the people that he's doing it for aren't just black people.
That's right. Right. Right.
Right? He's doing this for a multitude of people. Now you want to come at him like all of a sudden he's a racist?
Right.
Get out of my face with that nonsense. You know.
I